Hey guys, Courtney Epps here for another edition of What's Your Plan B and why you would be brain dead not on a home-based business. And I have my amazing friend Erin here. She's also one of our clients, and I'm super excited that she's on with me because I miss her so much. It's been like forever. So Erin, please share with the audience just kind of your background, how many kids you have, how many dogs you have, why you are in the network marketing industry and what brought you here and what did you do before. Just tell us everything.
Love it. First of all, I miss you too. It's been far too long.
Yes.
Far too long. So my name is Erin Bies. You can call me #beast mode. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. I'm a mom of two. Gavin is 6. Mia is 13. We have 2 cats. Funny story. I actually used to be scared of cats, and my daughter begged us to get them. We now have adopted 2 cats, and they've been amazing. So I originally started in network marketing almost 13 years ago. And I started as a dabbler. I started as somebody that I just needed to make an extra $400 extra income. I was a lab tech at the time, so I do have a degree. I had a national certification. I was taking part-time college classes for business. My daughter at the time was about 14 months old. I was really busy, but I just wanted that extra $400 or so more in our monthly budget to cover daycare, just that little extra bump. And what I found was an opportunity to grow. What I found was an opportunity to be my own person and to learn the lessons and to share the lessons in a community that loves you no matter where you're at. And it's been an absolutely incredible journey. I can't believe it's 13 years. 6 months into when I was a lab tech, I actually was fired from my job. I'm actually kind of proud of that. I know that sounds really crazy, but I had sent a newsletter from my part-time thing, and they didn't like that. And even though it was requested, and I ended up being terminated from that, it was the biggest gift that I've ever been given, to be quite honest, because at that point was when I decided to take my network marketing business full-time, and I haven't looked back since.
So 13 years you've been in network marketing?
Yeah.
Wow. And how old are you?
40.
Wow.
And proud of it. Thank you.
That you look amazing. So I didn't know you were 40. I thought you were, which I'm 38. So I'm very close to 40, which is crazy to even think that. That is nuts that I'm almost 40. So tell me, so you had to, literally the decision was cut off for you. It was okay, you no longer have a job. Now you have to make an income. So were there times that you struggled, obviously, in building your network marketing business? I think that's one of the things most people don't realize is there is a struggle. You are who you are. You're Erin right now. You're beast mode now. But, what was it like building your network marketing business? And would you do it all over again?
Yeah, I would do it all over again. I would do it in a more strategic way. And when I say that, that's not really my personality type to really study the trends and the analytical data and all that. So that would probably be my biggest tip to everybody watching this, is to study the trends, to study what's working, because I probably genuinely did not pay attention for the first 10 years in this industry. What I was doing, what was working, what felt good, what felt aligned with me. And it took some time for me to figure that out. Once I did, pieces have clicked. Things make sense. The challenges aren't so challenging. I still have challenges. I still learn every day, because you should be an ongoing student regardless. But the things that are placed in front of me, I feel equipped to handle it because I've studied the trends. I've studied the data. And now I understand, well, this works. And the thing is, it's going to be different for everybody. So would I do it again? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I would do it in a way where I was paying attention to what I was doing instead of being in a frantic scarcity mindset where I was just desperate. I had just lost my job, and now that we needed this income, instead of being so income focused, I would be analytical data focused, right? I would look at what was working rather than feeling like I was throwing darts at a dartboard to see what sticks. Because I did that for y'all. 10 years. Don't do it. Okay.
And that's a great thing, with people that are leaders in the network marketing industry. See, people that are doing it they've already done it the wrong way. That's what I tell people. Like I help people take the road less stupid. Like I've already made some stupid mistakes. Like I've done some dumb things in business. Like I just help you not do those dumb things.
Yes.
And that is worth its weight in gold. Like that's worth millions and millions of dollars because it condenses time. And one of the things that I love about the network marketing industry is the fact that you can work alongside people like Erin, like Jessie Lee, like all of these network marketing leaders, and they're willing to help you, teach you what they have learned in that condensed period of time so you could actually be more successful than they could.
Yeah. I always feel like it's, you know, if you have kids, and by the way, if you're watching this and you have kids, drop it in the comment, let us know, let's have a conversation. If you have kids, you always want your kids to do better than you did, right?
Yeah.
You always want them to have more success, to feel better, to feel more complete, to have, you know, different, smaller limiting beliefs, that they're empowered, that they're connected to their spiritual, you know, whatever that looks like for them. You want to make sure that you're setting them up for better. And a strong leader in network marketing is going to have that same kind of mindset for the people that are trusting them to show them the way.
Yes.
So for me, I look at our organization and our future organization, and it's like, I can't wait for them to go, okay, she does want better. And I love that about our industry, is that we really truly are in the people business. And it's the people that are so money focused that become a problem, quote unquote problem, in our industry, because we're in the business of helping people become better human beings, which shines the light on this entire industry, which makes people feel so much better. You're giving them a path to get plugged into personal growth and speakers and events and all of these beautiful things. And we're settling on or focused on the money. And I think that's where people go wrong in this industry.
Yes. And you're right. And that's what, you know, I've been working like in my spare time, as if I really have any, helping connect for-profits to nonprofits, right? Because, you know, exactly what you just said, for-profits are really good typically at making money, but that becomes their focus. And what happens is because you're focused on the money, you make less of it. It's the craziest thing. And nonprofits have got it down pat, but here's the problem. They're really good at changing the world, but they have to have money in order to do it. And when they lose sight, see, they've got to go get money. They've got to go get money from people to give in order to change the world. So it's like this whole connection. And I truly see that in the network marketing space, is that you could truly have a mission in life that you want to help more people. And you can do that in the network marketing space. And because you focus on the people and the mission and what you're trying to accomplish for other people and stop focusing on the money, that's when the money just escalates and you take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I love that. And it's really cool to watch when people start to see that. So they start to feel those small wins, whether it's, I had a conversation with somebody that I've been wanting to talk to about my product or service, but it made me nervous. And to watch the confidence levels rise and to watch the growth literally happen in front of your eyes is such a gift. And I know for me personally, that's not ever something that I will take for granted, because that's a beautiful thing when somebody feels safe enough to have those conversations and be vulnerable and allow themselves to learn without feeling like we expect them to be experts. It's a really cool thing that that fills my cup. Those moments of, oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it. You know, it gets me going in such a way that I don't know how else to explain it.
I love it. So tell me your story. Like when you first got involved in network marketing, like when I first got involved in the first time in network marketing, my parents had to pay for me to join. I didn't have the extra. It was like $365 to get started. I mean, were you in a place where you had extra money and it was just like nothing to you? Was it a thought process that you had to think about, well, you know, how am I going to make this money back? And that I think that's super important for people understanding, because there's this entrepreneur mindset. For me, it was like, there's no way I can't not do it. But then when you have typically a W-2 employee mindset, there's like, oh my God, what if I fail? And they think differently. So kind of what was your thought process when you first got started?
So when I first started, it was we definitely didn't have the money to do it, but we found a way. This was not a career that I saw myself doing. I saw myself making some extra money, earning some free products, and that being that. It wasn't really a long-term thing. And to be quite honest, and I know there's a lot of people that are watching this that have felt the same way, I didn't think people made money doing what we do.
Right.
I really didn't. I was like, okay, home-based business, like they make a couple $100s. And I come from a military background, and there's a lot on military bases. There's a lot of wives that do have home-based businesses. But what we don't talk about is the posture that you have within your business. If you're postured to be the CEO and to run a multi-million-dollar business, you're going to. If it's just something that you want to do for an extra, couple hundred, that's fine too. But I didn't see the big picture for a very long time. We didn't have the money to get started. And I was in a GS position on the Air Force Base as a lab tech. And my husband was trying to get his machine shop up and running. And it was just, we didn't have the money. And so it was definitely a sacrifice, but it was a sacrifice that was absolutely worth making. I would do it again, even if I had to pull out a credit card, do a yard sale, babysit or whatever. I look at where our life is now, living here in Las Vegas, and all of the blessings that have come from this industry and the people that I come into contact with and the lessons that I've learned and all of that stuff. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. There'd be no second guessing for me.
I love it. And, and that's the thing, guys, I want you to understand, like we're talking about, why network marketing on one aspect, but I need you to understand that 46% of Americans don't have an extra $400 to their name right now. And probably even less than that, because that was before the pandemic. Those were the statistics. And 69% of Americans didn't have an extra $1,000 to their name. And here's the even sadder part. 48% of Americans at age 55 have zero retirement. Zero. And so here is the problem, is that the system that we thought, we were taught to go to school, get good grades, go get a good job. There was this system that everybody was taught. And the thing is that the system is broken. And I think, now with what has happened with the pandemic, that it's starting to open people's eyes up to say, you know what, this system doesn't work. This job is not secure, and I can be more secure with who I am as a person and how I build my business. But understanding that it is crucial for you to share with people how they could make some extra money, couple $100, couple $1,000. Like for me, it was a way for me to grow my accounting practice again after I lost it. That was kind of what I saw. I showed up to my first network marketing event, and I'm not in network marketing anymore. Please don't freak out. Like I'm not. I will not ever be in network marketing. I am a tax strategist. I love what I do. I work alongside network marketers and free up money every single day. It's amazing. So, but the thing is I saw it as a way I could build my accounting practice back up through the network marketing industry. And that's why I showed up to my first event. And I went from $9,000 a year 6 years ago in the accounting world to we are doing multi-millions of dollars a year now. And with zero marketing, zero advertising. And guess what? It was the personal growth and development. It was the amazing people who are in the network marketing space. I don't even really have any friends outside of network marketing. And luckily, I'm a network marketing accountant, right? So they let me at least come and hang out and have fun and do things with them. And I just speak a little bit and give them some content, and it works out really well. So, Erin, tell me, because I remember the second company I got involved in, it was $421 to get started. I had $429 in my bank account. I had 6 children. I didn't have with $30 cash my husband had $30 cash, and it was either make a decision that we were going to be homeless or we were going to build this business. And that's exactly what we focused on. So, someone on the fence or someone who's not really giving it all in their business, like what would you tell them today, knowing what you know and being, a 6-figure income earner in the network marketing space?
Yeah. I, first of all, would tell them that you were guided to this live right now. You were 100% guided to this. You were meant to watch this. You were meant to watch Courtney and I, just like Courtney and I were meant to meet each other at GoPro several years ago. And by the way, shout out to you, Courtney, because your growth since you and I have met takes my breath away. So I can't imagine how you are feeling watching you make some of the moves and stuff. And just your servant heart that you have. I really appreciate that. And I love being able to watch your journey too, which is so exciting. So I'll give her some love too. Okay, thank you. And so that's sitting on the fence. What I would say is, this is my 6th company, and I'm not saying that to impress anybody. I'm saying it to impress upon you the fact that there's been lessons that I've learned along the way. Remember when I told you that I didn't pay attention to 10+ years at what I was doing, and I just wonder, looking back, would I have taken the same path if I was paying attention and trusting myself? Your gut is telling you exactly what you need to do. Your gut is telling you that whoever's been in your inbox about whatever business, whatever company, it's time for you to jump. Because when you jump, when you step into that blind faith, abundance comes your way, lessons come your way, people come your way, opportunities come your way. But if you sit here and you're questioning, I'm not sure if I can do this, you're already telling yourself you can't do it. So why not take a step and let the parachute show up where you can really, just explode this abundance in your life and meet with people that want you to win. So stop thinking and start taking some action and step into some messy action where it doesn't always have to make sense. What I've learned is the more times I can back myself in a corner of some kind, I'm going to come out ahead. So right now, there might be a lot of people that are watching this that are thinking, I don't have the money. Okay, let's find the money. Courtney can help you with that. I can help you with that. Whoever else you're watching or talking with can help you with that. We can figure out a way.
Yes.
But you've got to have the burning desire to step into that blind faith, to get things done, to get the ball rolling, because at the end of the day, it's a business that you're starting. Yes. But you're not starting it by talking yourself out before you even begin. It's time for you to step into some action. It's time for you to say, you know what, this doesn't make any sense. This is crazy. I've never thought about doing this, or I've done this 5 other times. And my partner is like, you've done this before. Like, oh, is it going to be another one of those things where we have a bunch of stock in the garage? Listen to me when I tell you. There are so many people in this industry that it takes from several companies, present company included. Okay, it took me a long time to figure it out, but if you don't take the steps, you're going to constantly be sitting in the bleachers watching all of us do incredible things with other incredible humans, and you're going to wonder what if. And I'm sorry, I care about y'all too much to let you sit here and think, what if anymore? So whoever messaged you, I'm going to need you to get in their inbox. I'm going to need you to figure out a plan B. Find out how you can get that kit. Find out how you can get started. And by the way, don't settle on the little kit. Get the big one. You're worthy of it, okay? Get the big kit. Put a plan in place. And let's go. Because this industry needs you as much as you need us.
Yes, I love it. And so so getting back to, Erin just said that we can help you find the money. And guys, you have the money. Honestly, everyone here has the money to get started in their own home-based business. The problem is right now you're just paying it in taxes. So if you're a W-2 employee, you can actually increase your W-4 exemptions, and you would, in a month, you'd have enough money to start your own business. So you could increase your exemptions by 2, and you'll never miss a beat on your refund. And oh, by the way, if you're getting a tax refund, it's your money, okay, that you overpaid to the government that you're not receiving interest on. Like, are you kidding me? Why are you doing that? Why are you putting yourself in that situation year after year after year and hopes, well, I'm going to get this refund. Well, you've been paying interest on credit cards and interest on student loans and everything else all throughout the year. So it's super crazy, and you don't have the extra money to start your business. So here's the next thing, and this is something that transformed my entire accounting practice 2 years ago, because I was on this path that I was just going to have a handful of clients. I was going to have 10 to 12 CFO clients. They were going to pay me $10,000 a month each. And I am worth that. I know that now. I have that value. But I changed and shifted what I was doing 2 years ago because I heard some statistics and I knew what God put me on this earth to do. And those statistics were by Grant Cardone, granted, and it said that the average household income in America is $60,000 a year, and they'll pay $14,000 in taxes, leaving them with a take home of $46,000. Here's the problem. The cost of living in America, guys, is $53,000 a year. So that means that the average person is going in debt $7,000 a year to work a full-time job 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year to take 2 weeks paid vacation with their family of 4. And the reason why most people, if they look at you and tell you that this is not right for them, or this is a scam, or this is wrong, or blah, 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 whatever they have told themselves, they've done it because they can't see that they have the extra money to even get started. And if they don't have the extra money to get started, they can't see that there's any way possible that they would have the extra monthly income in order to build a business. But the thing is that you have the money. I used to tell people when I was involved in network marketing, it was like, I would call them when they did not pay their $100 auto ship. And I'm like, look, you can either spend $100 on you today, or you can spend $400 and you can give it to the IRS. Which one you want to do? Because that's the way network marketing works. See, when you have a home-based business, we're not talking about you spending a lot more money. What happens is you get to shift your living expenses and redirect those living expenses into business expenses. So the same expenses, telephone, internet, meals, mileage, business use of your home, travel, you can hire your kids, medical bills, medical insurance, all these things become a tax deduction for you that were not a tax deduction yesterday as a W-2 employee. And because of that, you now show on paper deductions that you didn't have yesterday, and you get to save more money in taxes. So when tax time comes, you're not even missing a beat, but you're also saving between $4,000 and $7,000 a year. But you don't have to wait till taxes come. You don't have to wait till your refund comes in. You can increase your exemptions on your W-4, free up enough money, couple $100 a month, so that you can start a business, so that you could then build a business. And guess what, guys? You're going to save between $4,000 and $7,000 a year. And heck, what if you actually make money? The guarantee is the tax savings. That's the guarantee. And if you are scared to speak to someone, like, you should say, you know what? If I just speak to this water bottle and talk to it about a tax deduction, it's now tax deductible, right? So now I can write that off. And that's the way it should be, that we're not worried about if people join. We're not worried about if they get it. We're worried, the fact is our responsibility to teach them that by having a home-based business, that they can free up money for themselves and their family, and they could potentially make an extra stream of income.
Yep. While themselves, while helping others do the same, while building a community.
Exactly.
While, depending on, like, everybody has kind of different spiritual beliefs, but this is a whole person concept situation. This is not just, it's not just about the money, it's about the whole person. So they're signing up out of necessity, out of the, wanting the tax breaks and all of those things, and increasing their income. But what they're really getting is they're becoming a better human being and showing other people how to do that while increasing their income.
Yes. And, and the only industry in the world that I can tell you that somebody's going to take their collective effort that they have learned over the last 13 years and give it to you for free, like, is the network marketing industry. There was nobody to tell me how to run a business. And honestly, I don't have a single person that I could go to right now in the accounting world and say, hey, how are you doing with your 50 employees? Because I have 25 employees now. So there's no one to go to for me to have that conversation and say, what do I do next? How do I become a better leader? That's what I see in the network marketing space. Guys, I've got to go to Tony Robbins. I'm a platinum partner with Tony Robbins. It's $85,000 a year, and I don't have a chance of making that money back, not through him. Now, obviously, it's grown me massively, but I'm spending money on my personal growth and development and my continuing education, whereas that's kind of included. One of the things I think a lot of people say is that, network marketing is really a personal growth and development disguised as a way to make an extra stream of income. But you have to grow in order to make it to the next level, but you can do it so much easier here, right? It's not easy, but it's definitely not hard. The things that you have to put in place are not hard. They're just sometimes hard on your mindset. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think mindset is everything. I think limiting beliefs are an absolute sabotage.
Yes, that's it.
It's definitely an issue. And when you step into the personal growth space, you definitely start to see some of the similar patterns with limiting beliefs and stuff like that, which is probably why a lot of you that are watching are still on the fence about joining, is because somebody told you, which by the way is none of your business, when you were growing up, or maybe it was a parent, a spouse, a former spouse, whatever the case may be, that said, hey, you're never going to amount to anything. You're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. Well, first of all, that's them giving up on themselves. So you need to tuck that in. You need to close that chapter and keep it moving, sis. Okay. Because, somebody else giving up on their goals and dreams has nothing to do with you. So you need to separate. You need to just say, well, what if this works? What if everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to?
Yes.
And just step into it.
Yes, I love it. And, and that's the thing. What if it does work? So with, one, we already talked about tax savings. So $4,000 to $7,000 a year by having a home-based business. And did you know, I don't know if you know this, and everybody here, 75% of people would not have lost their homes in 2008 and 9 if they had an additional $300 a month in income.
That's wild.
All they would have to have done. And here's what I want you guys to understand. The government has done a really good job on you if you believe that network marketing is not real. And the reason why is because there's 128 million households in America. And if we take just the minimum that I just said that you save on average of having a home-based business, which is $4,000 a year, guess what? That would cost the IRS $508 billion with a B, right? With a B. $508 billion a year for you to have your own home-based business. So for the population of America to all have a home-based business, they would have to change the tax code. And when you understand that, that's why most people don't believe it's real. See, there's a thing I want you to understand, that there are two tax systems in our country. And I am in no way knocking W-2 employees. I need them. I need more W-2 employees to work for me. Not because I want to take advantage of them, is because I use them as leverage. And that's exactly what happens in the network marketing space. The difference is you don't have to pay them. Like, you can help them and build up. And then, if they're not successful, that's on them. If they are successful, then you benefit from them. So, but here's the thing. There are two tax systems. There's a tax system that was created to steal wealth away from you. And that is the W-2 employee tax system. There is a tax system that was created to provide wealth for you, and that is the business owner tax system. And it doesn't matter if you're Amazon, if you're Microsoft, it doesn't matter if you are a home-based business owner and you just started in your little room in your house in a cubicle. It doesn't really matter. The tax code is the same. Business owners get massive tax deductions to create wealth. They are constantly creating economy every single day. They're spending money, they're making money. And then the thought process and the hope is that you will in turn hire employees over time. And so those employees end up paying the lion's share of the taxes. And if you are a W-2 employee in this country, you will spend more in your lifetime on taxes than you will on food, clothing, housing, and transportation combined. The only thing is that the government was really nice and they decided to take it out of your paycheck before you even touched it, so you don't have to worry about it. But at the end of the day, almost 40% of every dollar that every American W-2 employee is making is going to pay some sort of taxes.
Wild. I mean, yeah. I'd rather have that money for our family.
Yes, and let's talk about that. Oh my gosh, let's talk about some tax savings. So,
yes.
So, here's the thing. Like, tell me the vehicle that you bought in 2018.
Okay, I was wondering if we were going to talk about this. So I bought a 2017 Range Rover Sport HSE.
And so,
y'all write this down. I'm telling you right now, y'all are gonna flip when she tells you this.
And it's great because I don't ever get to talk to my clients on lives. And so we don't ever do testimonials. And so I'm not going to share too much in detail, but, Erin wanted us to do her tax return for 2019. We talked a little about doing 2018, and we always find expenses. Like, we're always finding money that people are not taking advantage of as far as deductions go. And so this year, 2019, we were preparing our tax return, and, it was brought to me by one of the tax preparers, because I don't prepare returns anymore. I review all of them, every one that comes through our practice. And so it showed up, and I'm like, what kind of vehicle did she drive? And so I was looking at the paperwork, and I said, well, she bought this vehicle in 2018. The tax laws changed in 2018 and allowed you massive tax advantages for depreciation. So when you own a business and you have a vehicle that's used for that business, if it's greater than 50%, you can depreciate the vehicle. Plus, you can also take actual expenses, meaning that repairs and maintenance, the interest, the car washes, the gas, all of that stuff can be added up. And so, Erin, did you do your own tax return in 2018?
Yes.
And what was that through? What did you do that through?
Some tax software.
Okay. So anyway, so Erin, she's like, she did her own tax return, which for some of you, if you do your own tax return, I get it. Like you're trying to save some money. You're costing yourself money. And so Erin, let me just ask you a question, because what we did is in 19, like Erin didn't ask me to review her tax return for 18 to try to find her some money. She asked me to prepare a 19. I found some information on it and I was like, oh, this vehicle was not depreciated in 2018. We should go backwards and depreciate that vehicle. And because that vehicle was over 6,000 pounds, we were able to write off 100% of that vehicle. It didn't matter how much she paid on the vehicle that year. It mattered that she bought the vehicle. And because she bought the vehicle, we could write off 100% of it up to her net income from her business. So, Erin, let me ask you a question. How much did it cost you in 2018 to file your own tax return?
I want to say it was like $600, something like that.
Yes. But how much did it cost you in tax savings? How much did it cost you in like taxes to file your own tax return in 2018? Do you even know?
I don't even know, friend.
It was like $18,000.
Y'all,
Yeah.
I'm being roasted for you. Okay, this is all coming from love. Don't do your own taxes. Go talk to Courtney. Okay.
I mean, I'm like, holy Jesus, and you wouldn't have never known. And that's the thing. It's like you don't know what you don't know. You don't know until you get involved in network marketing. You don't realize it's an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing way to save money in taxes, and an amazing way for you to meet some amazing people, to get around, people you want to hang around with that are going to help you grow in your business and your personal life as well. And then allow you to make as much money as you want to possibly make in your lifetime. I mean, numbers that are unfathomable. And, one of the things that I get to see, because I'm on the outside, I'm not involved in network marketing, but I get to see people every single day. I get to see traditional business owners. I get to see network marketers, and I see people who just got started in network marketing who never believe that they're going to make it. And then I have clients who are making $24 million a year. And it is possible, and it is probable if you attempt to earn an income. And what does attempt mean? Erin, like, what do we need to do to attempt to earn income? I think I talked about this enough. You'll probably know. What do you need to do to attempt to earn income in the network marketing industry?
You need to start. You need to get going, and you need to start talking to people.
That's it. And go to and continuing education events. Going to events will definitely grow you massively, which is going to, in turn, that is telling the IRS that you are truly attempting to earn income. And you can do it very part-time. You can literally do 3 to 5 days a week, 45 minutes a day. And now every time, here's the thing. If I want to go to Las Vegas, I already have Erin, right? So I call Erin up and I say, Erin, I'm coming to Las Vegas. I want to meet you. Let's have lunch. And I could be going to Las Vegas for personal reasons, but I'm not going to Las Vegas for personal reasons. I'm going to see Erin. So my intent on going to Las Vegas now is to see Erin. And while I'm there, I can do some personal things. Well, guess what? That becomes a tax deduction. You can hire your kids. You can take your kids with you. You can do all types of things once you become a business owner. But it's first about the mindset. It's first about freeing up the money, which you guys we've already given you the opportunity. Like, I never talk about it, taking your W-4 exemptions and increasing those, because a lot of times I don't even think about it. But there's no reason for you not to be in the network marketing industry, other than the fact that your mindset might not be where it's supposed to be today.
That's right. Yeah. And I think that's, mindset is an ongoing, there's no finish line when it comes to mindset.
Right.
It's an ongoing thing. You're going to have moments where that kind of slaps you in the face. You're going to have moments where it kind of creeps up and you're like, oh, wait, hang on a second. mindset for me is probably one of my biggest, not challenges, but focuses is mindset, right? Because what the mind believes, the body does. So if you're a runner, same kind of concept in this business, this industry, it's the same kind of thing. If your mind believes it, it's going to happen. Your body will do it. Opportunities will show up around you. But you've got to work on the belief. The belief is the matter of fact. There's all kinds of quotes on that, but belief and mindset is really where I think the sweet spot in this industry is, showing people, okay, I joined to make $400 a month like I did, and then now having a vehicle that's paid for, that's wrapped and beautiful, that I paid for, that is absolutely incredible. When I started, I wouldn't have seen that level of success. And so it took some time for my belief in my mindset to kind of catch up to where we're at. And there's different levels, and it's just an ongoing process, but it's probably one of the many things that I'm very grateful for in this industry is that mindset exercise, right? Yeah. And that could show up at events like, oh man, I'm so tired. I haven't eaten, I haven't slept. I barely have had any water. I'm not really sure what to do. Oh, you can go one more hour. You can talk to one more person. You can set up one more appointment. You can make one more phone call. That's all mindset stuff.
Yes.
So it's one of my favorite things.
Well, and the thing is, guys, like, time's going to go by. At the end of the day, really, time is going to go by. It seems like just yesterday, like I started at my first accounting job, and I was 19 years old. And today it's so crazy to see that I've been doing this profession for 19 years, and there was major bumps in the road. Like, there was times that I wanted to quit. There was times that I've lost everything I owned, actually a couple times. And, seeing where you can be if you put forth the effort. I mean, I could have, there was numerous times I wanted to go back. I'm like, it would be so much easier for me not to grow my business. It would be just easier for me to go work for someone and make $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year and be content. But the thing is that I can never be great if I was focused on being content. And the millions of lives that we are changing and helping right now would never exist. Like, and that's the thing I think people, especially limiting beliefs, it's like, when I had limiting beliefs, I was hurting other people. And when you're a nurturer, like, I'm a straight action, like, I love, like, I'm all for it, but my focus is not about money. It's more about a people focus. And so as a nurturer in that is that you want to help people. You want to change the world. You want to do all these things, but you can't do it without money, and you can't do it without focus, and you can't do it without vision. And, every day I wake up now, and I know that this week we're going to find $250,000 for people that didn't even know that it existed today. So I know that the more phone calls I can get on, the more people I'm going to change lives for. And that's what, as a network marketer, like, you have no clue the next person that you get on the phone with, the fact that they just joined a network marketing business and got the personal growth and development, they may not commit suicide next week. Like, right. They may have the extra money that they need to go on that family vacation, or they may just free up enough money that they actually have some savings in the bank account, and they feel better, and that helps them grow and and process everything that's happening right now. Or it just gives them an atmosphere of amazing human beings that they can hang around with, so that life gets better. Like, life gets much bigger when you have friends, amazing friends, to help you along the way. And the other aspect of that is just, guys, I want you to understand that I believe the network marketing industry is for everyone. I really do. Because of the massive benefits that go along with it. But what if you don't have a conversation with your family member and they lose their job after 25, 30 years, and you didn't offer them the opportunity to have a chance to free up money, to make some extra money, and hang around some amazing people so that they could personally grow and so that they could have a better life? Like, that's the thing I think about. And every day, so we free up $250,000 a week minimum. Then on top of that, every day I'm feeding our firm, like, because every dollar that comes in our accounting practice, we provide a serving of whole food, plant-based nutrition through a nonprofit called Manna Relief. So we're feeding 8,000 servings of nourishment a day. We are then providing safe drinking water for 53 people a day for the next 15 years through a nonprofit called The Last Well. And then every 3 days, we're freeing a child from sex trafficking through Operation Underground Railroad. And that's my mission. Like that, and my mission in life is to teach more, how to have more, so that they can live more, so that they can give more. Because let's face it, I mean, if you can't live more and give more, like what's the point in having more? Right. And so that then I can nourish more and free more. So, Erin, I don't get to tell people thank you very often, because I'm so busy and everything's going on. But, because we were able to go backwards and not only amend your tax return for 2018 and get you back like $18,000. And man, I did some work on your 2019. So you love me much better than what you would have prior, because if we would just use your numbers and not worried about it, you would have owed a lot more. And so those two are going to offset, and she's going to owe nothing. Like she's going to get a refund for both years. And she's a business owner, 100% business owner, right? And so, but because of you, I think it was like $1,200 for us to do both years. And that $1,200 provided nourishment for 1,200 children. It provided, if you divide that for like 12 people had fresh water for the next 15 years.
That's incredible.
And on top of that, you put a dent in helping us free another child from sex trafficking. And we saved you money in taxes. Like it's the best of both. It's the best of all worlds. And that's what I see in the network marketing space. Like it is a win-win. Like you might make money, you might not, but you can't lose because you're saving money in taxes. And then you add on making extra money. And guess what? Here's the thing, for the first $25,000, you can literally have enough deductions to never have to pay taxes on that extra income that you have.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell me, like any thoughts? Like, I know this is crazy. Like I kind of go off on tangents on what we're going to talk about. Nothing's planned. It's just like whatever's on our mind today. And we are literally like, we haven't spoken in months, I think, me and Erin. So it's like, whatever you got to say, I want you to speak, just share with the audience, whatever's on your heart.
Yeah. So this whole time that we've been talking, one of the things that has really, really been on my heart is the people that have tried multiple companies. And when I say try, I don't even like using that word, because try means like, let me dip my toes in the water and check the temperature, right? Yeah. One, I need you guys to remove the word try. There's no trying. You're either doing or you're not doing. Like, let's just call a spade, okay? So I need you guys to step into doing, not trying, okay? My husband and I have been together for 15 years, married for 15 years, together for almost 18. And we've had some serious arguments about this industry. Okay, I don't get it. Why do you have to pay for these events to go to these events? They should be free because you're going to sell more products and la, 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 la. We also have had some serious disagreements when it comes to, well, but I'm not seeing the profit, right? Because my husband and I are very different. I am the creative brain, which is why it's so hard for me to be analytical, which is why I told you, Courtney, listen, I don't want to run any of this. I just want you to do what you need to do, and you just tell me what I need to pay or what, and it's fine, right? He's the very analytical brain, and so he was looking at bottom line. Well, I don't see the income for many, many years, and there comes a certain time in any relationship where you have to ask yourself, why are they feeling this way? Why do I not feel like I'm super supportive? Because at times I felt like I was doing my thing, he was doing his thing. He didn't get it, but he was like, yeah, that's what my wife is. And what I realized after looking back is that he was tired of seeing me bring home pennies.
Yeah.
Right? And Eric Worre talks about this. He was tired of seeing me crawl. He was tired of seeing me chase the next big thing. And guess what? The grass is not greener on the other side. It's the same grass. If you don't water it, it's going to turn brown. It's going to die. Okay. So plant your feet where you're at. And if you're looking at joining a company, do the research, find a leader that you mesh with, you love the energy, and do it. Don't try. Just say, I'm going to do this for a year, and I'm going to evaluate at the end of the year where I'm at.
Yes.
Try it for 300, do it for 365 days, and tell your spouse, if you've done multiple companies, tell them, just give me a year. Just give me 1 year. And at the end of the year, I'm going to show you how it's going to impact our family in a positive way. I'm going to be a different human. You're going to be a different human. Our kids are going to be different humans. Our finances are going to be different. Our whole lives will be different in 365 days if you will just stand behind me and give me 1 year.
Yes.
So if your partner is in your ear, like maybe you're in your ear, like, you've tried 3 other companies, la la la. Give yourself the chance to win. Don't talk yourself out of winning before you even step into the arena.
Yes.
Give yourself an opportunity to win. Give yourself a chance to grow, because that growth is what's going to sustain your next level growth. Like your next level success, I mean. Give yourself an opportunity to not be perfect, to be messy in your action, and to fumble over your words and drop stuff if you're doing personal presentations or whatever that case may be. Give yourself an opportunity to become the person that you were meant to be. Because that person has a big purpose that's here on this planet. That person that you're meant to be, the reason why you're watching this live, the reason why that person is in your inbox saying, hey, you should really take a look at this, is because they believe enough in you. They see greatness in you before you even identify it in yourself. So give yourself an opportunity to step into that role, because you're going through what you're going through because you are supposed to help somebody else get through that same thing.
Yes.
So give yourself an opportunity to win. So what if you've tried 3 other companies? If I had said, no, I'm not going to rebuild for the 6th time, my life would be drastically different. Drastically different.
Yes.
And now I have this glow, and I'm standing in my purpose, and I'm speaking my truth, and I'm understanding what I was meant to do on this planet for the first time. And had I said no to that opportunity to build for the 6th time because of, well, I've tried this thing before, my spouse isn't very supportive, my family's going to judge me, I don't have the money, whatever that objection is that you have in your head is the very reason that you need to do this.
I love it.
Step into your greatness.
I love it. That's so good. And along the way, guys, like that's the thing, like the guarantee is tax savings. So you cannot lose. And for the ones, my husband was completely against it. And that's one of the reasons why I committed to step back and we were not going to build again. But here's the thing I want you to understand. For those of you who are telling your spouse that this, that they're crazy for doing this, they're actually saving you tax dollars. Because women, I know this about women, and a lot of women are in network marketing. They're going to spend money anyway. So you might as well give them an opportunity to make some extra money and an opportunity to be able to take advantage of tax deductions along the way. Yep. And when you do that, and I mean, women, actively talk anyway. So all they have to do is run their mouth and share what they're doing. So it's just instinctive. It's super, I'm not saying it's easy, but you're just opening your mouth and sharing with somebody what you're passionate about. And whether they see it or whether they don't, the fact of the matter is, because you did that, now you have these tax deductions. Now you're saving money in taxes. And all you're doing is freeing up money so that you can have and provide a better life for your family. And then along the way, as you continue to grow, you're going to make money. And I mean, that's just, you can't not make money if you are attempting. Like, there is no trying. You're exactly right. It is attempting. Like, you're actually telling people what you're doing. And if you tell enough, you're going to get better and better and better. And as that continues to happen, you're now saving money in taxes. You're now making extra money, and you're changing your life as well as others along the way. So go out and share this with everyone. I appreciate everyone being on here today for what's your plan B, why you would be brain dead, not on a home-based business. Erin, I love you. I thank you so much for being on here with me.
Thank you for having me. Love you. And I can't wait to see you.
I know, me either. Definitely happening next time I come to Las Vegas. I promise.
All right. Sounds
guys.
Good.
Have an amazing day.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Bye.